The salesperson slides a paper across the counter and says, "So, which contract do you want?" You look at the numbers. You do not understand half of them. What do you say? In English? Today, you will learn real English for negotiating a mobile phone contract. You will hear a full story about a woman named Clara. She walks into a phone shop and she needs a new phone deal. By the end of this story, you will know 6 important words: contract, upgrade, data allowance, monthly fee, cancellation, and bundle. You will hear them used in real conversations. Let us begin. Clara is 32 years old. She lives in a medium-sized city. She works in a small office as a project coordinator. One morning, Clara's phone falls off her desk. The screen cracks badly. She can still see some things, but the display is very dark and hard to read. Clara checks her phone plan. She has been with the same phone company for 2 years. Her current plan is old. She thinks it is time for something better. That afternoon, she walks to the phone shop near her office. The shop is clean and modern. There are phones on display along every wall. A young man named Daniel comes to greet her. He smiles and says, "Hello, welcome. How can I help you today?" Clara holds up her broken phone. She says, "My screen is cracked. I think I need a new phone, and maybe a new plan too." Daniel nods. He says, "Perfect. You are thinking about an upgrade. An upgrade means you replace your old phone with a new model. Usually you do this when you sign a new contract too." Clara listens carefully. She repeats the word quietly to herself. Upgrade. She likes the sound of it. Daniel explains more. He says, "When we talk about a contract, we mean a written agreement between you and the phone company. You agree to use their service for a fixed period of time, usually 12 or 24 months. Clara nods. She says, "Okay, so a contract is like a promise. I promise to stay with the company for that time." Daniel smiles. "Exactly," he says. If this story is helping you learn real English, tap the like button now. It helps other learners find this video. Daniel takes Clara to a display of new phones. He shows her 3 different models. They all look very modern and shiny. He picks up the second phone and says, "This one is very popular. It has a great camera and a long battery life." Clara picks it up. She holds it. It feels nice in her hand. She asks, "How much does this one cost?" Daniel says, "That depends on the plan you choose. Let me show you some options." He opens a tablet and shows her a list of plans. There are 3 plans. Each one has a different monthly fee. Daniel explains. The monthly fee is the amount of money you pay every month for the plan. It is the same amount each month. No surprises. Clara looks at the 3 plans. The first plan costs €15 a month. The second costs 25. The third costs 35. She points to the first plan. She says, "What do I get with the cheapest one?" Daniel answers, "That plan has a small data allowance. You only get 5 gigabytes per month." Clara does not know that word. She asks, "What is a data allowance?" Daniel smiles patiently. He says, "Great question. Your data allowance is the amount of internet data you can use on your phone each month. For example," he continues, "if you watch videos or use maps or check social media, you use data. If you use too much, the internet gets very slow until the next month begins." Clara thinks about her life. She works from her phone a lot. She uses video calls. She streams music on the way to work. She says, 5 gigabytes is probably not enough for me. I use a lot of data." Daniel nods. He says, "Then let us look at the second plan. It gives you 20 gigabytes. Clara looks at the second plan. The monthly fee is €25. The phone itself is included in the price. She thinks it sounds reasonable. But then she sees something. At the bottom of the page, in small letters, she reads the word cancellation. She asks, "What does this cancellation part mean?" Daniel explains clearly. Cancellation means ending the contract early. If you want to stop your plan before the contract ends, you must pay a cancellation fee. This is a penalty for leaving early. Clara does not look happy. She says, "So if I lose my job and I cannot pay, I still have to pay a fee to cancel?" Daniel says, "Yes, unfortunately. That is the standard rule." Clara crosses her arms. She is not afraid to ask questions. She says, "Is there a plan without a long contract? Maybe a shorter one?" Daniel thinks for a moment. He says, "We do have a 1-month rolling plan. There is no long contract. You can cancel any time, but the monthly fee is a little higher." Clara asks, "How much higher?" He says, "It is €30 a month, but with only 15 gigabytes of data." Clara is not sure. The no-contract plan gives her freedom, but it costs more and gives less data. The 24-month plan is cheaper, but it locks her in. Then Daniel says, "Actually, we have one more option. It is a bundle. A bundle means you get several things together in one package at a better price. This bundle includes the phone, 25 gigabytes of data, unlimited calls, and a music streaming service, all for €29 a month." Clara's eyes open wide. She says, "Wait, that is only €4 more than the basic plan. And I get so much more?" Daniel smiles. "Yes, that is the value of a bundle." Clara looks at the bundle carefully. She says, "Is this a 24-month contract?" Daniel says, "Yes, it is, but with no cancellation fee in the last 3 months." Clara thinks about it. She knows she is not planning to move. She is settled in her city. A 24-month contract is not so scary for her. But she decides to try one more thing. She says to Daniel, "Can you offer me anything else? Maybe a small discount or extra data?" Daniel pauses. He says, "I can check with my manager. One moment, please." He walks to the back of the shop. Clara waits. She looks at the phones on the wall. Daniel comes back 2 minutes later. He says, "Good news. Because you are an existing customer, we can give you an extra 5 gigabytes free every month for the first year." Clara smiles. She is happy she asked. She thinks, if you do not ask, you do not receive. Negotiating is not rude, it is smart. She says, "Okay, I will take the bundle. 24 months with the extra data for the first year." Daniel says, "Perfect choice. Let me prepare the contract for you." Daniel prints the contract. He goes through it with Clara, section by section. He explains every part in simple language. Clara reads carefully before she signs. She signs at the bottom. Daniel hands her the new phone in a clean white box. He also sets it up for her before she leaves. Clara walks out of the shop with her new phone. She feels confident. She handled the whole conversation in English, and she got a great deal. Now, let us review the 6 key vocabulary words from today's story. These are real words you can use the next time you visit a phone shop. Number 1, contract. A contract is a written agreement between you and a company. It describes what you will get and for how long. You sign it to show you agree. Number 2, upgrade. An upgrade means moving to something better or newer. In a phone shop, an upgrade usually means getting a new phone to replace your old one. Number 3, data allowance. Your data allowance is the amount of internet data you can use each month. If you use too much, your internet speed slows down. Number 4, monthly fee. The monthly fee is the fixed amount of money you pay every month for your plan or service. It stays the same each month. Number 5. Cancellation. Cancellation means ending a contract before the agreed time is finished. If you cancel early, you usually pay a cancellation fee. Number 6. Bundle. A bundle is a package that includes several products or services together. Bundles usually offer more value than buying each thing separately. You now know all 6 words. Well done. Next time you walk into a phone shop, you will know exactly what to ask and how to ask it in English. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to Fluent Story English. Tap the bell so you never miss a new lesson. Leave a comment below using one of today's words. For example, I want to upgrade my phone soon. And share this video with a friend who is learning English.